It's Black says, do we have a timeline on Ivy yet? Yeah, I saw J.I. in the building, man. I can just see how much he wants to play. Like, he's just itching to get out there. I don't have an update firm yet because they don't have one firm yet. When me and King interviewed his father, you guys can check that out on our channels, on his or mine. We did an interview with Javen Hunter, Jaden's pops, at my studio about a week and a half ago, 2 weeks ago. And we asked him that question, point blank. Because we told him y'all was going to crash out if we didn't ask. We can't go through a whole interview and not ask, right? So he was honest. He was like, you know, he's going to trust his body. It's all on him right now. And the doctors, of course, obviously. But it's all on his level of confidence in that leg and his push and things like that. He's out of the walking boot. He's walking around. He's got an ankle brace on now. So he's making great progress. I'm hopeful that he can return some point in the playoffs. Without saying too much, I think it's possible. I'm gonna leave it at that. It's gonna be very important to watch how he's utilized. Because when you think about it with J.I., when he went down, he was playing the best basketball of his life. He was playing at his highest level that we've ever seen him play on a better team. That's part of why he was playing so well. And a better coach, of course, right? But we can't expect him to come back whenever he does come back. We can't expect him to come back and be the guy he was right before he went down, right? Because he had worked himself into a lather. He had worked himself into a rhythm. He worked himself into a confidence up to that point in the season. He went down on January 1st. So we always talk about how we got to give us our patience because he was off for 8 months with a blood clot. We got to give J.I. patience too when he comes back. It'll have been at least 3 months. So we can't expect him to come back and just get right to it. No, he's got to build confidence. He's got to build physical and mental strength, right? He's got to get back to playing basketball again. He's been off. It's not like it's a finger injury and you can still do everything and your finger's just broken. You know, it's not one of those kind of things. It's his leg. That affects your conditioning. That affects everything. That's why whenever saying Aiden Hutchinson coming back from a tibia fracture, which is the bigger bone for the Super Bowl, I'm like, how? Because Jaden has been out for the amount of time basically that Hutchinson was out at this point, and he's still not back. And that's a smaller bone that he broke. That's the fibula behind the tibia that he broke. So I'm looking at Aiden Hutchinson like, how, bro? How you getting back? How? We all got to give Jaden time when he gets back. And depending on how we look at that point in the season, you don't want to mess up that chemistry that's already established unnecessarily. I'm not saying he's going to if he decides to come back. I'm not saying he would, but it's just something to be careful with because think about this. Since he's been out, it's been 2 months now, 2.5 months almost, January 1st. Since he went out, think about how much better the team has gotten since January. Think about how much better Jalen Duren has gotten since January. Tobias has gotten since January. Cade has gotten since January. High turnovers, not a down. Everybody around Jaden has gotten better. He's used to them being here as far as what their ability is and what they can do. Now we're seeing JD being a much better defender. He's seeing Cade take on so much more of a load and he's still being efficient. He's seen Tobias be Tobias Harris who we thought he was going to be. He's finally getting a chance to play with SR. And that takes me to one more thing about Jaden, and we're going to move on. Because I've been hearing a lot of talk about how the Pistons are better without Jaden. Because when he went down, they started winning, right? Guys, think about this for a second. How many games did Jaden Ivey play with Asar Thompson? See, when Jaden went down, that was very close to the window of when Asar came back. Asar didn't start the whole season. If you remember, Tim Hardaway Jr. was starting at the 3. Remember? And I was saying that that's not a good look because he's 6'5" on a good day, guarding threes. He's a bull. He's tough. But guess what? That's not going to make him grow. He's still 6'5", guarding a guy who's 6'8", every single night. The starting lineup was Cade, Jaden, Tim Hardaway Jr., Tobias Harris, Jalen Duren. That was the starting 5. Don't you think that's part of why the Pistons have played better since Jaden went down? Because when he went down, Asar came back. And the defense improved. Because I call Asar what? The backbone of the defense. If your backbone of the defense comes back to your team, you're going to be better. So we've seen Tim Hardaway Jr. and Jaden. And then we saw Tim Hardaway Jr. and Asar. That doesn't mean that Jaden is hurting the team. because we haven't seen Jaden and Asar. That is the difference, and that is what everybody is missing. We haven't seen our starting lineup yet. If you think about it, the start of the season, Asar was out. Asar comes back, Jaden goes down. They haven't all five really been together. THJ is filled in admirably at the 2. That just shows how important Asar is at the 3. Because now Tim Hardaway Jr. is not guarding guys bigger than him, much bigger than him every single night. That affects your defense. Jaden Ivey playing with this level of Asar Thompson, this level Cade, this level Tobias, this level Jalen Duren, and you don't think that's going to do well? Come on, man. Come on, man. Whoever it is, y'all got to stop with this. We've been better since Jaden went out. Yeah, because when he went out, Asar came back. Let's see all 5 of them play together and not just 4 before we pass judgment on Jaden Ivey and us being better without him. They have not all played together. So many people have been saying that about Jaden, and it makes absolutely no sense. It makes no sense. We might not even go get Dennis Schroeder if we have Jaden available, who's been great, by the way, because we were playing Cade 38 minutes a game because Jaden wasn't here. There was no other point guard available. It was just Cade. J.I. started making smart decisions before he got hurt. And that wasn't even with the starting lineup, bro. Asar, he wasn't playing with Asar. Think about how much faster we're going to be now when Jaden comes back. Him and Asar. Imagine lineups with him and Asar and Ron at times. With Bees and Stu. What? Just saying, man. Just saying, y'all. Y'all, you'll see. Whoever said that, you'll see when he comes back, when we're whole again as 5, how good this team can be. Because we have not been whole. Once again, it's either been THJ and Asar, or it's been THJ and Jaden. It has not been Jaden and Asar. I don't even know if they played a game at all. We have not seen the sample size of Cade, Jaden, Asar, Tobias, Jalen Duren, which is what exactly I wanted to see from the start of the season. I said start of the season, that's going to be the starting 5. Not Beasley as a starter because he can space the floor. No. Who everybody thought that too, that Beasley was going to start. No. This is the starting 5. We have not seen them yet. So my point is that when he's at full tilt, when he's the Jaden that we remember, back with these guys along with Asar, it's going to be nice. It's going to be super nice. You guys are going to see. We're going to be so unpredictable on offense. And he is a willing defender. He's going to have so many breakaway layups and dunks because of guys like Asar playing with him on the defensive end. Like you see Asar getting them now. You see Tobias getting them now. It's going to be fun. It's going to be fun, guys. That's all I'm going to say. I'm going to leave it alone. We'll come back to this stream, this show, and talk about it when it happens. Hopefully soon. I don't know how everybody forgot that. We haven't had our full starting lineup all year.
I'm not your average breed of canine. Not a good dog, I'm bad boy for life. I set the tone, don't care about no tick. Let it be known, I get my respect. Come in the lane and see I don't bluff. If you retaliate, that's on ya. Slick talking pundits, I hear your shade. Talking that shop, you must want this way. Tryna tell ya, book the door, palm, mess around, find out, book the door, palm, mess around, find out, For some barbecue sauce, boy, you better crop a hill, cause I'm like that. When you're ready for some barbecue sauce, boy, you better crop a hill, cause I'm like that.